Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And I be Travis.
And we are late to the party.
And this is...
Better late than never.
Oh, we found our singer
I'm
for
just
our
kidding.
theme song. And we are here for another edition of Better Late Than Never. Thank you guys to our Patreon who paid to get this early. And for the rest of y'all, we love you still. Travis, what do you have in store for us?
We are continuing our trend of remakes.
I feel like we've been doing this forever.
Continuing our trend for remakes, where I'm going to show you the original trailer to the original movie that was remade.
But,
Great.
but
What do we have today?
Typically old school, though.
Typically.
Very old school.
Yes.
We've had a few that we had no clue were remakes, and some had no clue who were in those remakes when they originally came out.
Yes.
So I'm happy that we're continuing this trend because it's blowing my mind every single time.
We could go forever on these, but when I find something new, we'll continue that.
All right, let's do it.
This one is not as old. It is a remake, and I've actually loved the original movie, and when I heard it was being remade, it was one of those movies where I just got like, oh no, why? The original's so good, why are you doing that? So...
For a younger generation.
Well...
It depends on what it is, though, I guess.
Let's just really jump into this, because I don't know if you guys have seen this, or if you've seen the remake, but let's go. Notice there happen to be a lot of MGM, too.
Yeah. Okay. Some 4 funerals and a wedding?
No.
Who's this?
What is it called?
Pardon me?
Be patient,
That's not
you'll
my
find
fault.
out.
Oh, you've taken the wrong one.
God, I hate funerals, don't you? They're just so depressing. It's the, I don't know, it's just the death and everything.
If there's anything I can do, Sandra, don't put your hand there, dear. You'll leave smudge marks. Are you okay?
There he
I'm a
is.
bit nervous.
Oh, Alan.
Funeral, you wanker! Don't you have any respect? Okay, calm down.
I get your company. Tea can do many things, Jane, but it can't bring back the dead.
We can't fight what we had together.
Justin, it was one night. It was a massive mistake.
Look at him
I was
with
trying to
dark
have my
hair.
mind. You could have been a donkey.
So what are you doing next weekend?
Have one of these.
He's a Wonder
It'll
Woman.
make you feel better.
The Valium you gave to Simon wasn't actually Valium. It's an hallucinogenic concoction.
I must be going mad. Why are my hands so big?
Exciting, isn't it? For a funeral, it is.
Jane, see that guy
I love Bowfinger.
See, do you recognise him at all? He's really staring.
He's in the
I have
remake
some
as well.
photos I wanted to show
Yes,
you.
he is.
That's your dad, dressed up as a Roman centurion. So in what capacity were you actually friends with my dad? Oh God.
Oh, okay. Death at a funeral. There we go.
Daniel, I was just telling George here how when we were boys together, your dad used to love to make us all go skinny dipping.
Frank Oz.
Yeah, he's the one who made Bowfinger, and it's so good.
So, Death at a Funeral.
So Travis is a very big, adamant supporter of the original Death at a Funeral.
Absolutely.
He's been trying to get me to watch it forever. He talked to, like, when they were doing the remake, he was just so angry because it wasn't even that long ago when
See,
that
and
one came
then
out.
I feel like, okay, so with the other ones that we've been watching as far as like remakes and stuff, I get it. It was like the 60s and then it was a
Right.
different time and then they remade it for the time period now. A movie like this, I agree. I don't think that, like, I feel like those that still hold up should not be
It was a
remade.
British film that... I don't
Not
think
really, though. It's Frank Oz.
Frank Oz, but it was
Alan
really
Tudyk.
then, but it wasn't as mainstream as they made it with the remake, which,
True.
by the way, if you don't know, was with Chris Rock and
Right.
and them.
And James Marsden.
Yeah,
played
that's
Alan
right,
Tudyk's
yeah.
character.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And my problem with the remake, I watched it, I gave it a chance. It is scene for scene, word for word, almost this exact same movie. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is there's not a whole lot of, like you said, time to really make it so that way it hits with a newer audience.
the fact that, you know, you have same actors playing the same roles in the same movie.
Which, now I'll get into that. I thought that was clever because it wasn't that long ago, and no one can do it like Peter Dinklage does it.
Right. But he wasn't as popular when this movie came out. But
It's true. When both movies came out, he wasn't as
he was getting a
popular.
little more popular.
He was
He was
getting
an
a little
elf.
bit, yeah, but he wasn't like full blown as far as like now
Thrones.
because he's Game of
He
Thrones.
wasn't a household name.
Yeah.
He was not a household name when either movie came out. It wasn't until much later when it was Game of Thrones and he became Tyrion that everybody knew who Peter Dinklage was. So for that, I thought it was clever that they did that with him, and it was great for him to be able to play both roles. But at the same time, like, I have not seen the original Death at a Funeral. I have seen the newer
I've only
Death
seen
at a
the
Funeral.
or not the original. I've only seen the remake. There we go.
Of Death at a Funeral.
Yes.
And I gotta say, the remake that I watched, I wasn't impressed. Like, I wasn't rolling on the ground laughing. I didn't think it was amazing. I was like, that
It
was
was
funny.
okay.
And then I have not seen it since it came out.
Yeah, I've only seen it the one time.
Yeah.
Would you see this one based off this
Yes,
trailer?
because of my undying love for Alan Tudyk.
His role was just, it was hilarious. He had me rolling on the ground.
And this is before Alan Tudyk became a household name.
Absolutely.
Because like this, I feel like was around the Firefly age,
Yes.
if not like before. And it was not something that he was, an A-lister in the world of Disney, in the world of voiceover, in the world of Pixar. Like we all know Alan Tudyk like the back of our hand. In the world of fandom, you know
And
who
there will
Alan
be a
Tudyk
fresh
is.
one if you mouth off again.
Oh, you hit a guy with glasses. That's clever. But that's the thing is Alan Tudyk is so incredible. So yes, you show this to me now and I see Alan Tudyk
And
there.
I'm like, sold.
And Bowfinger, I had no clue Frank Oz actually did the original Death at a Funeral. That sold me right there because I love Bowfinger. Underrated, I think Bowfinger is.
Steve Martin.
Good movie.
Absolutely. And you got Eddie Murphy playing dual roles. Christine Baranski, Jamie Kennedy. It's a fantastic film. But Frank Oz does that. Frank Oz is great. And seeing him direct this one and put all this ensemble together. First thing you came up with was 4 Weddings and a Funeral. That is another one.
That is another. I just because the funeral part, I
Yeah.
couldn't like.
Right.
They're kind of like in the same realm a little bit, but not very much.
It had a good ensemble cast.
Yes.
And it was not here in America.
Nope.
Is the big thing. So that's why I could see why it sticks with that and why it didn't. I remember seeing the poster too for it when they're all like sitting down on the bench and like Alan Tudyk's the only naked one.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that sticks out. I can't remember what the remakes look like. I can only remember what this one looked like, and I haven't even seen the movie yet.
Like, I enjoy Chris Rock. I think he's a funny comedian.
Of course.
And a lot of his stuff I enjoy, but I just felt, why, man? Why are you doing this film? Why are you remaking this?
And I feel like too, it's because of that short amount of time period between the
Absolutely.
two of them, that there wasn't really enough as to like, why does it need to be remade?
Because it still stands in both every market. It still stands
Right, like-
in the era.
I feel like there should be like a stipulation as far as like.
You can't do a remake unless it's 25 years or over.
What?
We'll call it the Spider-Man rule.
Yeah, like you can't.
It's redo Spider-Man every
Like
3
I'm
years.
okay with stuff being remade as far as like the ones that we've seen before, like Father of Bride. That movie came out a long time
Yeah,
ago.
the 50s.
And then they remade it again. That's fine. But just like I don't know how long. Maybe when did the other one came out? It came out in like 2011.
Yeah, this was 2007 when this one came out, so I don't know.
4 years.
It was not.
it wasn't even that long
it
ago,
was
so-
not that.
I mean,
long
it's a
ago.
good enough movie. They obviously realized there was a market to remake it, and
Right,
Maybe putting
because it
that
didn't reach. It
black
didn't reach
comedy
that.
spin on it. That
Right, and it definitely added that ability to hit a few other markets that they possibly weren't able to hit originally. And it hit me. I was able to go see that remake as well. So yeah, they made the money out of it. But
Yeah, because I think we
yeah.
went to go see it in theaters.
What about you guys? Have you seen the remake? Have you seen this one? Which one did you like better? I mean, or would you see this one?
Yeah, and if not, you should because this guy doesn't shut up about it. He's been talking about it since 2007.
Years.
Not even kidding. It's one of
Years.
his top films in terms of comedy that he absolutely loves. So
Absolutely.
thank you for bringing that to our attention. Let us know what you guys thought in the comments below of both versions. Which one do you like better? Thank you guys so much for watching this edition of Better Late Than Never. We are coming near the end of our remake Better Late
So
Than Never
he
trailer
thinks.
reactions. Yeah, I don't know
just
how long
kidding.
this is going. You can keep it going forever. But all in all, thank you guys. You could like, you could subscribe.
You can do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, feel the party, keep the party going at our Patreon, get to these episodes a little bit earlier, and for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching either way. So, Travis, thanks for bringing it to our
Thank
attention.
you again. I love it.
Over and over and over and over. But thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye.
Bye.
And this part's over.